Hi, my name is Frankie. Thank you for listening to my mom. I never listen.
Today's guest on Nothing But Net is the shooter from Oklahoma, Taylor Robertson. Taylor, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Taylor, I want to lead with shoot till your arm falls off because you're definitely the hashtag. You have quite the jumper.
Thanks. Always shooting too many shots.
Not too many. Never can shoot too many. You know, the thing that I'm so impressed about is how hard you've worked at your craft. And you're not just a three-point shooter. You can do other things, obviously, but that's what you're known for. What's it like to have that target on your back when you go into compete?
It's cool. It's always fun to be kind of the main focus of someone's scout to know, like, to not let me shoot, but then that also lets me showcase other parts of my game and just get my teammates involved and just do other things.
I think you're unassuming, right? Everybody goes, hey, she's the best three-point shooter probably going to be in the history of our game. Not too long from now, you're going to hit that mark, right? And when you do, people look at you and they kind of go, what? That kid? She's the best shooter, right? You get that a lot, don't you?
Yeah, have always been kind of like that, even growing up.
What's that been like? How do you overcome that?
I just try not to think about it too much, and when that ever happens, like, I try to just go out and just play and don't talk about it and just prove it with my play.
I had a chance to watch your team up close playing in the Jumpman Invitational against Florida. And you guys have great rhythm to your flow offensively. How do you get that kind of chemistry on the offensive end?
I think it comes down to playing so much together. A lot of us have been here 4, 5, even 6 years for some of us, and just to play so many games together and practice all the time, we already know what each other are gonna do before it even happens. So just like being able to play together so much just is so it makes it so easy and effortless.
Taylor, it's pretty unique to think that you have taken advantage of your COVID year. So this is your 5th year, and that you and Madi Williams and several others have decided that you're not transferring. You wanted to stay at Oklahoma, even though there was a coaching change and there could have been a little bit of a change in style of play. You guys stuck together. Why?
Because we always knew that we could be and do special things here, and we really believe in each other and in our coaching staff, and we just wanted to stay and do it here.
You have crossed over the 2,000 point mark for your career. So has Madi Williams. That's unique. You usually don't have players that stay that long and score that many points that play on the same team together. What's that been like to have a counter to your three-point shooting, to have Madi's play on the inside?
It's so fun playing with her. We complement each other's games so well, and we play together so well from playing so long together too. And it's so fun to just watch her go beast mode on teams and just be able to take them off the dribble and pick them apart. And when we play like our 2-man game, like, it's really hard to guard.
One of the things that Coach Baranczyk told us is you guys practice with 12, 15 seconds on the shot clock, and you're trying to run through your sets that quickly. How much fun is that style of play? Because everybody talks about wanting to play fast, but you guys literally are playing, your points per possession are very high.
Yeah, it's really fun. We put up a lot of points on the board, and by playing that fast, we kind of get everybody involved, and it's just taking the first available good shot that we have, and it's fun getting up and down. It's hard not to like it.
So the Big 12 is a league that I think is really back. I thought there were a couple of years where the Big 12 might have dipped a little bit, but now, Baylor is always good. They've won 12 straight regular seasons. Texas is good. Iowa State is picked to win the league. You guys are right there. What kind of race do you think it's going to be when you have to play everybody twice? And then you can't miss Kansas and Kansas State. They both have been in and out of the rankings as well.
Very competitive, top to bottom. Got to come ready to play every single game, take no nights off. and it'll just be really fun to get into conference play because been through it a couple times and just try to win it this time.
You passed Lori Kane, who was prior to you, the best three-point shooter in the history of the Big 12. I covered Lori's games at Kansas State, so I know what kind of shooter she was. She was from a small town in Newton, Kansas. You're from a small town, McPherson, Kansas. I looked it up on Google Maps. It's like 30 miles apart. What kind of relationship, if any? I know you went to camp with Lori, but like break it down a little bit. There's two great shooters coming from the state, and then Jackie Stiles, of course, from Kansas. All right, Lynette Woodard, who played at Kansas. I mean, you start talking about some great names in the game. It seems to funnel through Kansas. What is it?
It's really cool to just be mentioned with all those people because they're all like one of the best to ever play and some of the best to ever come out of Kansas. With Lori Kane, I had the chance to shoot in a church I think it was in Bueller when I was really, really little. My grandparents and her grandparents knew each other, so they kind of set something up so we could go and shoot at the gym together. And that was really cool. That's kind of when I first met her and knew who she was.
So this is something that a lot of shooters just do naturally well. Like you have range also. I mean, I asked you when I saw you a week or so ago at the Jumpman Invitational if you paid attention to what Caitlin Clark is doing, because she's like ridiculous, slice the floor, come across the logo, and she's going this way and her shot's going the other way and it's going through the net. Like, do you have any desire to do that? Would Jennie let you do it? Does Jennie ever tell you you can't take a three? Is there anything that you're not allowed to do, or she prefers that you don't? Or do you just follow Caitlin Clark and you just admire what she's doing like everybody else?
I definitely follow it. I don't think Jennie would have a problem with it because she's always saying like if I have an inch of space, like to let it go. And I just think it's a rhythm thing. Like just if you're in rhythm in a game and you're that far out, like you don't even know, like when you're playing the game, like if I shoot from really far, like I don't even know. I'm just playing and just reacting to the defense. So just let it fly.
Well, I saw you do that up close and personal in that Florida game. You came across midcourt. It's like one dribble and pull up, shoot the three. I mean, that is so exciting. Like that's the wow factor in your game, right? People go, wow, look at that.
Yeah, that's really cool to get that reaction.
Okay, so a couple of things here. Right now, at the time of this recording, you need 21 threes to tie Kelsey Mitchell, the great player at Ohio State who plays in the WNBA right now. She right now is the current NCAA three-point makes holder with 497 threes. You need 21 to tie, 22 to break. When are you going to do it?
Hopefully soon. I'll take it whenever I can get it.
Are you feeling any pressure? Is it the white elephant in the room? Is there any conversation? Do your teammates know it? I mean, like, do they joke you or tease you about it? What's going on inside the locker room about this record that will soon be broken?
I think it's kind of known a little bit, and you don't want to completely like put it to the side and not think about it because sometimes that'll make it worse. I've talked with Jennie about that before, just to like, it's coming and to just like talk about it because it's a fact. So just kind of be like relaxed with it and be loose and just have fun with it.
I hope you get to do it at home. So I hope if you're on the road and you need one more that you'll just wait.
Shoot a layup instead.
Yeah. Just, pass on the three and put it on the floor, get to 15, something like that.
Yeah.
I saw you in the Florida game. I thought this was just great. I loved it. You were ahead on the break. You would have had a layup, but you knew that you had somebody trailing you. So you threw it behind you and you circled around to the 3-point line and they threw a little pass over the top and you hit a three.
Yeah.
It was like fun.
Yeah, that's fun. That's like not even thinking about anything and just playing the game. The plan whenever I pitched it back was not even I'm going to pitch it back and run out and get a three myself. It was to pitch it back, trying to set up someone else. And then that's just how we play. And that's how it is for everyone on our team. And that's what makes us so fun to watch and so fun to play in.
So I talk about this on the air because everyone talks about the basket cut, the scoring cut. But there's also the exit cut, the cut from under the basket back out to the 3-point line, right? Nobody does it better than Steph Curry. I mean, he sprints to the bucket and then he sprints back out, right? How hard is that to do? How much time do you spend doing that? What about your footwork? You know, I when I'm in the gym with kids, I go, you know, your feet are like this. And Steph Curry's feet are like this.
Yeah.
Like, it's so quick getting them down. What do you think?
I think just a lot of reps makes that faster to get out. And I think the change of pace from when you cut to the basket and then like slow down for like split second and then just explode out of it. And because that's kind of when your defense relaxes a little bit, is what I found out, just to work on change of pace and then just reps of getting your feet set to shoot.
I love it. One of the little known facts about you, because we spend so much time talking about the 3-point record and your ability to shoot and the offense that you play in, which is perfectly catered to your skill set, is that you are the active NCAA free throw percentage leader right now, right? I got 91.7% for your career, which is the active best percentage, right? That's true, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, how do you feel about that record? Because nobody talks about it.
That's cool. I mean, I've always been taking free throws like pretty serious. When I was growing up, I did some free throw shooting contests and stuff. So just getting in the gym, just shooting a million free throws.
Look at this right here. The Knights of Columbus free throw champ in 1974.
That is awesome.
What do you think of that, Taylor?
That's so cool.
Right? My grandfather took me down to a contest when I was a little girl, and I guess I won it.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Pretty fun. I mean, 1974, I don't even know if your parents were born, but that was a long time ago. Okay, so what about this team? What about this team? Like, we know what your identity is from an offensive side of the ball. What about defensively? Because there are some people out there that believe defense and rebounding will win championships. I actually think if you just score more points, you could be fine. You got to play a little defense.
Yeah. I think we're really tough. We're gritty. Especially in the first half against Florida. I think our defense was really, really solid, and we were able to just get stops, play physical, and then finish plays with rebounds.
And the last thing I want to know from you is, how many free throws in a row have you ever made? And what is your shot routine during the season? Because I'm sure it's different in the off season. So what are you doing right now?
Okay, my free throws made in a row record is 177.
Ooh, I'm about 160, so I've got a little work to do. Okay.
As far as shooting, I always shoot threes after practice every day. Usually it's about 100 or so. And then like on our off days, I always try to get in the gym and do something, whether it's just repping out free throws or getting threes or just doing something to make my shot feel good.
Technically, you shoot the ball absolutely textbook, right? Is there, like, I believe muscle memory and the ability to self-correct are two really important things for shooters. What do you think?
I agree. I think one of the most important things and something that any kid who wants to be a shooter should do is just tons of reps. You can never practice too much. You can never, because just doing the same thing over and over and over, eventually you'll become really good.
And that's exactly what you've done. You have taken a skill that you have and you've done it over and over, which has built incredible confidence. And you're on the cusp of becoming the greatest three-point shooter in the history of the game. I can't wait to put that on a t-shirt and sport it around.
That's so cool. I'll make a t-shirt too. That'd be cool.
I'll make you one.
Okay.
Taylor, we'll have 2 t-shirts. We'll have 3, me, you, and BMac. And that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll
Cool.
give Jennie one.
That sounds great.
Well, I can't thank you enough for taking time. Thank you for being on the podcast with us. Nothing But Net is a better podcast now that we've had you as a guest.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.